Boy. Crazy man on deck. Crazy man thing. Signal. To be frank off.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. We've got the Los Angeles Lakers facing the Dallas Mavericks. Let's take a look at Dallas. A 3-game series, and they've definitely got the advantage with 2 games here at home. The question is, can they capitalize?
Kevin, I think it's so important to get off to a good start. You just can't assume because you have the home court advantage you're going to win the series. You still have to play solid basketball.
Now here's Arenas after Ben Simmons missed. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. Anthony taking his time here. There's the drive. Look at the Mavericks. They've made an impressive run through the first 2 rounds.
That's for sure. But now the whole games really ramp up. There are no easy games the rest of the way. From the coaches to the players to the trainers, I mean, everybody has to be functioning at a high level.
Now Arenas. Paul George missing from long range. Pass to Collins. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Off target from the wing.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Shoots from 8. Jokic high post. And here's George for 3. And again, the Lakers no good.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
I agree. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, my. What a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right now.
Here's Arenas. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And they double up Doncic. Pass to Edwards. Here's Jokic. Over Garnett. A 3 from Simmons. The rebound by Garnett.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
That bucket in no time at all. Anthony's got 5 points so far.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to talk with Coach Jason Kidd. Now, if you think Luka Doncic is a problem, you're right. Coach told me he reads the situation as well as anyone. They try to give him different looks. The goal is just to slow him down and try to make someone else beat us. We'll see where it ends up. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. And Garnett misses. Now Doncic. Pass to Edwards. ball movement here by the Lakers. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Harden outside. Outside for Arenas. Garnett inside. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
How about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
In the corner, George with it. It's rebounded by Dallas. Right side, Arenas. Doncic with the steal. Pass to Kirilenko. Outside, George. Here's Doncic. Kevin Garnett grabs the miss. Mavericks leading by 5. Harden outside. And a wide open look for Arenas. And he's good on the 3-ball. Arenas has got 5 points so far.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
They retain possession. Left side, Edwards. Tries again. And a missed layup. And the foul on Andre Kirilenko. That's his first foul. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Dallas. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Over in the corner, Brown. And stolen by Irving. Takes it inside. Here's Green. Excellent D there from Anthony.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Brown so fast off the drive. Tough for defenders to keep up.
It's his first trip to the line. And he can't get the first one.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that.
Absolutely. Lakers trail by 9. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Right side, Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Here's Young. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's Roy on the wing. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And the wide open shot from Green. No good again that time. Outside Anthony. Gets it off. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
And the second free throw, good. And he makes all 3.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
And so it's Dallas with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to
My my mind racing. Got potential, God forbid that I ever waste it. Overthinking, silent killer, don't die waiting. God knows it's harder to grow, procrastinating. Got so much love for this game's annihilating. I ain't even rapping no more, these conversations. Get it off the muscle, don't matter how much the weight is. Gotta get some hustle, cause talent don't always make it. Even if it's late, don't matter because I paid it. Even if you hate, don't matter because you played it. I remember teachers saying I wouldn't make it. Now they in the bleachers at every graduation. Different stages, gradually we elevating. Motivation, hard work and dedication. Life lessons, ain't no better education. No half-stepping, I'm betting on me like it's waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Yeah. Don't wait too long. You know faith without work is dead. And the lazy hustle don't get no bread. Just keep your head up. Keep moving.
Who's gonna topple a king? Go for the knees, then go for the... Don't miss or your campaign is over. So long adieu, say sayonara. Who's gonna topple...
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. We've got the Los Angeles Lakers facing the Dallas Mavericks. If you look at Dallas, a 3-game series, and they've definitely got the advantage with 2 games here at home. The question is, can they capitalize?
Kevin, I think it's so important to get off to a good start. You just can't assume because you have the home court advantage you're going to win the series. You still have to play solid basketball.
Arenas, good. Let's take a look at Dallas. They've made an impressive run through the first 2 rounds.
That's for sure. But now it'll have to really ramp up. There are no easy games the rest of the way. From the coaches to the players to the trainers, I mean, everybody has to be functioning at a high level.
Now Arenas, after Luka Doncic's 3-pointer that didn't go.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Simmons, following the score by Dallas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches it from deep. Los Angeles with another miss. Here's Dallas. Outside Anthony. Garnett outside. They get a bet. Back to Anthony. Another shot. Here he goes. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. And a wide open look for Simmons. And again, no good by the Lakers.
0 for 4 to start things off. Got a bit of a pillow fight brewing here, but they're going to get it going.
Dallas moving it around. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
How about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. The Lakers off to a slow start. Still without a basket in the game. Atumbo. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Well, it took them 5 tries, but they showed they can make a basket, I guess.
Outside Arenas. Garnett wide open. Hits it from 3-point range. Garnett's got 5.
And you can tell Arenas just has that ability as a distributor. He can pick out the ready shooter and get them the rock.
Now, here's Doncic. Puts up a deep three. And it's Cowens with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 7. Pass to Arenas. Latre. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jason Kidd and I talked a few minutes ago. Now, if you think Luka Doncic is a problem, you're right. Coach told me he reads the situation as well as anyone. We'll try to give him different looks. The goal is just to slow him down and try to make someone else beat us. We'll see where it ends up. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Young, and it's sent back by Mutombo.
And the ferocity on display defensively here from Mutombo. Just an incredible shot block.
Now here's Curling. He has yet to score. Just 5 to shoot. Fires away from outside. The rebound by Kevin Love. Dallas leading by 8. Young with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. The kick out to Brown. Back to Love. It's stolen by Mutombo. .133 left to play in the first. And they get it back. Crawford outside. Pass to Mutombo. From deep. 6 on the shot clock.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And then Roy with the dunk.
And just showing off for the crowd a little bit there. Roy enjoys putting on a show.
Now here's Mutombo. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the first. A three-pointer, no good.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. Shoots the 3. Mutombo misses.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Boy with the bucket.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Los Angeles with another miss.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Count it. Boys got 6.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Now Porter. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball. What an atmosphere in here as we return to the action of the Western Conference Finals. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Mavericks team out there.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Can they keep up the pace? Who knows, but they're already in a great position to win this one.
It's Harden with the drive to the wing on the left. And Cowens gets it to go.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
At the elbow, Kirilenko. Outside, Edwards. And a miss there on the triple. Mavericks leading by 16. Back to Anthony. Pass to Arenas. Garnett left side. And it's blocked by Kirilenko. And he gets it back. And that one's good by Garnett.
And when Garnett gets it that deep, the D is at his mercy. How about the extension when he's able to get up on that low block?
Edwards drives in. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
And the call will be against Kevin Garnett. That is his first foul of the game. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Arenas with the rebound.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Out to Anthony. Three-pointer. Jokic grabs the miss. Lakers trail by 18. Down low. It's deflected. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Fires the three. It's hauled in by George. To the inside. Out to Doncic. From the arc. They get the rebound. Launches it. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Doncic has got 5 now.
And normally near the top, handling the ball. Luka sneaking out to the corner there, getting free for 3.
Sampson's shot is off. And so it's the Lakers with it. Down by 15. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Back to Edwards. Outside, George. Jokic a screen. Oh, throw it down, Nikola Jokic.
Playmaking is a strong suit for Simmons. He knows how to break up the defense.
Outside for Arenas. Lets it go from 11. Rebounded by the Lakers. Pass to Sampson. Now Garnett. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And putting that reach to work. Jokic just erasing that shot attempt.
Fast break, Dallas. Here's Anthony. Here's Sampson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. And breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for Dallas.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Lakers trail by 16. Cunningham with it. No scoring in this one. Here's Doncic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
And we've talked about the skill. Doncic has polished his game at a very young age, and that pump fake was a seasoned veteran's move.
Mavericks leading by 14. They set the pick. Kicks it out to Garnett. Pass to Collins. Outside, ball. Dallas again missing. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Cunningham outside. Out to Doncic. Clock at 6. Left side, Kirilenko. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Substitution. In 6.
Here's ball. Outside Roy. Outside ball. Back to Roy. Shot clock at 5. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Pass to Edwards. Got a piece of it. Harden right side. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
A master at working through contact. Sometimes it seems Harden prefers getting physical on the way out. And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Dallas leading by 13. And George hits the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks making a change here. And he converts the layup. Arenas has got 9.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game. Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And this will be his second and third shots to the line here.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And he's good on the second.
And for Simmons, everyone in the league agrees that the talent is there. It comes down to the help and being in the right situation.
Harden surveying the D. Anthony in the corner. 6 to shoot. Garnett outside. And here's Harden for 3. And no good that time. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. Outside Arenas. Driving inside. Kicks it out to Garnett. Outside Anthony. Takes a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Anthony's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Simmons. Back to Jokic. Out to Doncic. The jump hook. Back to Simmons. Here's Jokic. Defended by Garnett. Jokic, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. God plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
And he misses the second one as well, so he's 0 for 2 that time. Here's Harden on the wing. It's hauled in by George.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
To the middle. Here's Jokic. And it's Cowens with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 17. And here we go. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
To the paint. Here's Cowens. Kicks it out to Garnett. Looking for George. He gets it there. And here they come. Simmons with it. And it's Harden picking him up.
This is what you like to see from Simmons on the attack, being the aggressor.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Leading by 13. Left side, Love. That shot wide open. Love's got his first points of the night.
This demonstrates how confident Kevin Love is. He knows how dangerous he can be off the catch.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Lakers trailed by 15. Screen by Simmons. Here's Doncic. And they get it back.
And Sampson literally takes away a part of the floor when he's out there. Don't even try to get shots off in his area, or that's what's going to happen.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
That's a pick by Love. Here's Roy. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Ben Simmons.
And you have to appreciate the work ethic that Roy has. A true gym rat. And this guy just wants to get better.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Creating space. Doncic will move defenders around.
Mavericks with the rebound. They led by as many as 18 points.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. And the talents of Anthony on full display, mercilessly baiting the defender.
It's his first trip to the line. He hits both from the stripe. Lakers trailed by 15. Inside. George. Can't connect from short range. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. And Anthony gets double teamed. Pass to Roy. 5 on the clock. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Roy's got 10 points.
Yeah, never shy about mixing it up inside. Roy, a great finisher.
Forcing his way inside. Doncic.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Sampson. And he drives in. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even in a power finish.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Mavericks.
Ooh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
So both teams making some changes here. Mavericks leading by 17. Pass to Arenas. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And it's Love missing.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Edwards can't hit. On the wing, Arenas. .114 left in the third quarter of the game. Kicks it out to Garnett. His three-pointers off the mark.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Down low. Here's Kirilenko. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. 59 seconds left here in the third quarter. Brown down low. Outside for Arenas. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Arenas has got 12 in the game.
And you have to honor the three-point shooting of Arenas. A big-time scorer who's shown the consistency from beyond.
To the inside. Back to Jokic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jokic has got 4 this quarter.
Well, I guess we can give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Pass to Love. The kick out to Young. Off target with his 3. Lakers trail by 18. Cunningham on the wing. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Arenas.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. A three-pointer off the mark. Brown outside. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've been playing some fun. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Lakers trail by 18. And here's George. To the paint. Left side, Kirilenko. Pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. Over Garnett. Garnett with the block. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Mavericks leading by 18. Harden outside. Sinks the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Here's Anthony over Simmons, and it's Dallas with another.
And Melo, a skilled shooter. If he gets a clean look, you expect him to make it.
Pass to Kirilenko. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
The assist.
Kirilenko's got his first points of the game.
And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten him so far.
First team foul.
Harden outside. Outside Arenas. Another 3 for Dallas.
They'll be with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Pass to Jokic. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. The kick out to Cunningham. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. No good from Simmons. And so it's Garnett who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. Anthony's shot is off. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. No good from Simmons.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And George gets the whistle that time.
Second team foul.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
Substitution.
Anthony looking it over. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Third team foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And the Lakers making a change here. Outside Arenas. Here's Collins. Just 5 on the clock. Out to Anthony. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Los Angeles ball.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Los Angeles with another miss.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And Anthony gets double teamed. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Back to Anthony. Going inside. Here's Collins.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now, here is George. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
They're trailing, but they are really battling. Working the ball down low, getting good looks in the paint. The inside game much improved from where it was in the first half. And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. On the Mavericks with some changes. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. The drive by Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And great court awareness there helps Luka find an opening, and he just explodes on the drive.
Over in the corner, Sampson. Pass to Roy. There's the triple. Simmons pulls it in.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go. I just love when teams make it work down low.
Roy is doubled. Out to the wing. A wide open look for Love. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Lakers trailed by 21. Pass to Jokic. The shot from the low post is good.
Beautiful pass from Simmons. He's outstanding at getting the ball to his guys in their spots.
Left side, Love. Gallus, no good that time either. The Lakers on offense. Good momentum, 8 straight points.
And just not much more you can say, guys. It's the end of the line for one team and a hard-fought, well-deserved trip to the NBA Finals for the Mavericks.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Gilbert Arenas.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And so here is Dallas, 16-point lead. The kick out to Brown. 1:07 left to play in the final quarter. Clock at 6. Back to Roy. Lets the 3 fly. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
And that's something Cunningham takes pride in. Sharp read with that pinpoint pass.
Outside Roy. Misses off the left iron. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 17-point game. A nice shot by Irving.
Oh, defending Cunningham, boy, a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
And that one falls for Young. And so Young nails them both. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Irving. The Mavericks pull it in. Well, for the Mavericks, they can just run out the clock. Here's Brown. Good, nice job down low. And the Mavericks lead by 19.
I love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. A big playoff win for them, but what isn't, Greg, big in the postseason, huh?
Great point. I really just love the composure with which they played tonight. It's easy to get too keyed up for postseason basketball, but they kept their heads and just went about the business of winning.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals.
Yellow 7-9 civilians on display. My bongo hooked it up. Oh my god, dip my rim today so it can ride out to the honeycomb hide out. I'm gonna show you how to wild out like Jack Tripper. Let me be YKK on your zipper. Like a lizard when I'm 6 million ways to like Noah. I get twos of views and you get pretty. But I call you from 80s. I know you'll be there for me, girl.
Huge baby eyes get to running off at their mouth and telling me everything that's on your mind. They say you're in need of inviting me to that. I love who you are, love who you ain't. Let's hit the attic to hide out for about 2 weeks. Rick James and double time, the boy next door.
can't believe you're mine. Loosen up, better read the signs. I know that I'm around this time. No, you need to dance. Move around to the strings I like. Baby girl, you're so fine. If you're down, we can meet some time. Need to dance. Day to day. Oh, tell me what there's left for me to say today. Day to day. Baby, could you release your mind? Calling me right outside the lines. I know that I'll be sometimes, so I'll be right there. Baby, could you release your mind? Show some love to the moon and back. I'm a genie, your wish is mine. Float down, be right there. Day to day. Oh, tell me what there's left for me to say today. Day to day.
That's a good one, Pete.
One-on-one pull up with tens. One-on-one never again. One-on-one. When get the cake in the butter, I count it like hustle the money all in. Rhyme in the town in the drop top coupe in the motor in the trunk, you can hear it. Hearing all about how they want me to lose, but I'm W, due for a win. Far from a dummy, you don't see how I'm coming, don't tip me, I'm right on the edge. Getting since young and I been had to shoot out some money all under my bed. 2018 came a million, I made a career and they thought it'd be. I'm getting cold, my body cold, I barely get rest. One time told her pull up again. In the back of the Benz. I wanna put mirror 10 on the tent, I wanna see the reflection. I'm the best dressed at the Met. The way her dress, I know how to dress. Turn the drill to a flex. They stick at the check, I poke out my chest. I'm treating little boy like my pets. I know they young one of the catch. Got one-on-one ice on the jet. One-on-one pull up with tens. One-on-one never again. When get the cake in the butter, I count it like hustle the money all in. Rhyme in the town in the drop top coupe in the motor in the trunk, you can hear it. Hearing all about how they want me to lose, but I'm W, due for a win. One-on-one missing it up. One-on-one missing it in. One-on-one messing with kick. One-on-one and that's it. Come to the spot, I got one-on-one pieces and all of them cost me a grip. Come to the US. Good service, I'm ready to tip. You know when I'm hip, I don't got a trip. You know I ain't no little bit of shrimp. We switching locations in the gym. She said she don't wanna say Gunna no more. She bout to start calling me him. I'm him. I need you making it hot. The stakes is high, the prices is high. I'm about to fly to Dubai. I'm gone. Horse and boo, HB on the tie. I with the one-on-one ride. And cup and I let her slide. I come coming, I come to get mine. Pop out on the beat like surprise. One-on-one, pull up with tens. One-on-one, never again. When get the cake in the butter, I count it like hustle the money all in. Rhyme in the town in the drop top coupe in the motor in the trunk, you can hear. Hearing all about how they want me to lose, but I'm W, due for a win.
Like, I get a like Aaron, I'ma drop top. The sun won't burn when it lit like, but the stripes ain't earned. I'ma get it right now, I ain't waiting no turn. Got a brand new house, tryna avoid my hurt. About 6 point something in the field like church. Or the hood got whack and the set went turn. Got a 488 in the glide like Kurt. I've been living off golf on the last few deals. When the night check came and I still got chills. Hit a 2K lick, I ain't even go pro. Got a boss outlet, now I'm smelling like gold. Call me Ice Cube, baby, where they sit on my chain. Heard a lane. Tryna play up my name when I'm 23 to it, and I'm going no brain, going dumb with these hundreds in my thumb, got stained. I'm out here, everything come free. I ain't never met God, but I bet he know me. Put the money in the setting, in them streets to the boy alley hooping. I ain't riding on fleek. Got a Porsche light scan in the ceiling, got peeled. I was 20 plus young when the got real. Young black boy running, got me out of that field. Better living off game, you should get it on film. I ain't never your kind, late but I'm really on time. Girl, what you put in your mind, I ain't digging your sign. True for that mind, hurt but I made it out fine. Still in my prime, bro, really outline. Talk like you Tony, I'll grind, throwing 20 on 9. How you live with no spine? Bro, better off and you got nerve. Bro, need to get a bird. Now I'ma get it off first. Find a way you ain't surf. You looking all hurt. Funny till your ego got nerve. Boy, I made it all worse. Woke up looking like work. 150 lay on my shirt, 20 lay on my teeth. Boy, I make an M in my sleep. Everything I want in my reach. I'ma run it off tops. Wonder where I been. I've been pulling off lots. 454, I'ma keep it on stock. Cognac bezel with the ticker on rocks. Big side, tell me what I ain't got. Get it right now where I got it back then. Number one stunner, but the level on. Raised by the gang with a meal like Philly with a watch 250 and a so silly. When the door got closed, I ain't feel too bad. I'ma run mine up, I'ma have some stash. Now you in a broad purse, but you going outside. Now you on the couch surfing, you keep a little rat. Living out his backpack, need to get it back. Got a grade double R and you need both lanes. Got a dollar to his name, but he all gang. Where you all on my when I find that strange. Keep playing with the fire, but his get burned. Cause your boy got when the light got turned. Got his when the boy won't learn. Big shorty when the block gets shurned. Always sorry when the cap don't work. Got the butterfly doors and the fly like bird. And I love my but I ain't them nerd like I get a like yeah.
Lost my all and I got it back. That's my hustle and ambition. Never lose sight on the path. I had to turn on my vision. Separate myself from them clowns. They ain't really about business. You only strong as your weakest link. So I be trying to live my universal laws in effect. When you use your mind and see you as a threat. I'm chasing money like thought the youngest gone on the. When I was down bad, went missing. Pray to the Lord, I make it out the trenches. I had to grind, wasn't given. Know it's a purpose, so I move different. God chose me, he told me I'm gifted. Feel like I'm stuck in this life that I'm living. I'm trying to grind it stack to the ceiling. I had to step my name and my image. I stand in their chest, I hustle relentless. I gotta keep my mind on the mission. I can make Steven one.
Let's go, bring it in. Oh, you better shoot that.
Hey, yo, right here. What's the foul?
Watch it, up top. Rotating up. Here we go. On top. Ball. Left side, help. Shooting, here we go.
Body up, Irvin.
Get that. Good shot. Hey, baseline. Out! One more! Knock down, down! I'm back, I'm here. He's open, back us up. Rotate. Box it! Get it! Here we go! Get left! Get right! Push it right. Take it away! You got double. Back up. Go pick up your man. Come on, here. Body. Hey, yo, right here. Here we go. Yep. Blows again. Beast. Get to him. Downstream. I'm through. Do it, ball. Use it. Yep. Turn down. Use that. Huh? Crawford. Don't give Irvin that.
All right, man. That's what's up. Here we go. Oh, yeah.
Who's got back? Come get it. Hey! Hands up. Fire. Go low. Hey, bust that. Roll it. Oh! Blue. Here we go. Hey. Yo, check Draymond. Corner. Oh, pop it. Come around. Put it back. Yo, right here. Grab it! Fire. Hey, right here! Corner. Hey, kick off! Ready, go! on, fellas! What? Set it up! Hey, yo, right there! Get there! Good job! The baseline! Oh, that's you. Go. I got big fella. Go wing! Push it. Go. Hey, come to me. Corner, Phil. Screen, I got you. Here we go. Get it going. Here we go. Get it out quick. Let's go. I got ball. I'm back. I'm here. Shake them. My ball. Come around. Up top. Hey! Get there! Come get it! Oh, hit that! Chris!
Darling, you dahine. I was wondering, the cookie fefe. What is
live, the home of the Trailblazers in beautiful Portland, Oregon. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Back in Portland, the Trailblazers kick off the beginning of a homestand.
And this is a great chance, Kevin, for this team to establish some home court dominance. Long stand coming up in front of them, and an easy way to try and build some momentum.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Here's Suggs. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Greg, with how explosive John Moran is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Clock is at 3. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Pass to Williams. Now, here's Thibault. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Morant surveying the D. There's the pick. Here's Jackson. Back to Morant. 5 on the clock. Williams with the steal. Pass to Suggs. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. 6 to shoot. Klingon. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Chauncey Billups for a minute. Now, we both had the same topic, Mikal Bridges, and the impact he can have on a game. Coach told me he's someone we've talked about for sure. We can't let him out hustle us. That's when he does the most damage. We'll see if they can match Bridges' energy. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Suggs. And it's in there.
Bigger than your average guard, Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
Now here's Morant. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And Klingon pulls it down. Pass to Thibault. Back to Suggs. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway. The Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Here's Suggs. Grizzlies making the shot. Wide open look here for Klingon. Can't hit the free throw line jump. Memphis leading. Here's Heaney.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Pass to Kamare. The three-pointer, no good. Bridges deciding where to go with it. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Here's Morant. Scoreless thus far. Out to Bridges. Back to Morant. Just 4 to shoot. Over Williams. Pass to Bridges. The 3-ball. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Kamare. Defended by Hart. Williams with the ball. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
1:43 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Jackson. Pass to Suggs. It's good from long range. Suggs has got 5 now.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
In the corner, Kennard with it. Back to Hart. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hands it from downtown. Jackson's got his second bucket tonight.
And this is something Jackson Jr. continues to work on, wanting to become a legitimate threat from deep.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. It's good from the top of the key. .52 seconds left in the first quarter. Kennard on the wing. It's Morant in the corner. Some solid defense from Ayton.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Basket good.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Here's Morant. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now, here's Suggs. 7 points in the game.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backcourt.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Grizzlies lead.
The Grizzlies 14.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
You don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Down low. Stolen by Jackson. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. Kennard with the ball. Now guarded by Wells. Left side, Avdia. Another shot. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Great effort by Avdia to finish off that play.
Memphis shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
Caldwell Pope for 3. Scoring his third straight basket in 3 tries. Brent, one thing we've seen these days, 3-point variance. Can you explain it?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not? That's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, that's when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
Here's Henderson. Got a hand on it. And now running up the court, Avdia pushing it up. Pass to Bridges. Here's Huff. Memphis moving that ball around. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Avdia can't hit. Portland leading. Ayton with it. Makes it off the glass. Ayton's got his first 2 points.
The defense gets physical, but Ayton doesn't seem to get knocked off of balance. That helps him to keep the focus.
Right side, Avdia. Back to Bridges. Connects from three-point range. Bridges got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
And that's a shot Bridges needs to just keep sinking. You can see his confidence growing.
Pass to Wells. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. It didn't take long for the Blazers to find Damian Lillard heir apparent, did it, Greg?
Yeah, they drafted Scoot Henderson with the 3rd overall pick in 2023. Took him a little time to get his sea legs, but his talent is undeniable.
So timeout called here, but first for Memphis.
Let's see the dance move. Keep it going.
Both teams deciding to change it up. So it's the Grizzlies now. Over to the wing. Here's Morant.
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
Henderson inside the three-point line. Avdia with the rebound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Out to Morant. And they call an illegal screen.
A bit surprising to see them leading at this point, given the number of turnovers they've already committed.
Robert Williams.
Portland trailing here. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Oh, strong move by Suggs inside, not allowing the contact to hold him back.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Trailblazers.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
And the turnovers will kill you. I mean, that's been their undoing thus far.
Here's Suggs. And it's Thibault in the corner. Williams inside. Oh, and that's jammed by Williams.
And Williams so dangerous because he's one of those guys who can get above the rim.
Inside. Hart, that's good.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
You know, Brent, Josh Hart has been a contributor at the many stops in his NBA career.
Sometimes you have to wait to find your home, Kevin. That's been the case for Josh, but he has always contributed to winning, and now he's locked into this role where he is flourishing. This guy has all the tools to go out there and do little things every night that help your team be in a position to win games.
Jackson with it. He's got 6. There's Morant. Rebound by Williams.
Oops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
And it's Suggs missing. Memphis trailing here. Bridges, no one around him. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bridges got 6.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's at 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Here's Hart. Goes back up. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
There's 21 seconds left in the second quarter. Knocked away. 16 feet away. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Jackson from long range. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Trailblazers out in front. They're up by 2. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Now Henderson. It's Klingon, top of the key. Back to Henderson. Takes the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Henderson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
A part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Here's Avdia. And finished off by Avdia.
I like the way Avdia is competing right now, always looking to make a play.
Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Kamare. Portland moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Portland no good that time either.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Hey, Brett, what's one area where we really see these Portland Trailblazers excelling?
Well, they're great on the offensive glass. They have presence on the inside. They have a ton of focus on just collecting rebounds. So great at retrieving those misses.
Pass to Klingon. To end the run. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one's on Morant. Boy, Greg, it seems like the big men have returned. And Donovan Klingon is one of them.
Yes, he is 7'2" with a wingspan to match. The capability to dominate the paint, and his impact is felt at both ends of the court. But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Jackson down low. Here's Kamare. Hasn't made one yet. Yep, it counts.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long. Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Jackson, that's good.
Smart choice there by Klingon. The rookie moves the ball instead of forcing it himself.
Pass to Jackson. Over in the corner, Avdia. Bridges outside. To the inside. Edey. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup. Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Suggs looking around. Jackson trying to break free. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Both free throws good from Suggs.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
It's Hart on the wing. And here is Bridges. Here's Morant. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Trailblazers leading by 4. Jackson with it. Hart covering. Offensive rebound. Pass to Ayton. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing. And the Grizzlies with possession. To the paint. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one on Ayton.
And here's a guy that's not in coast mode. Jackson is going to give it all he has every minute he's on the floor. That's how he earns the and one.
On the wing, Jackson. Portland no good that time either.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Bridges outside. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. They lead by 1. Idle on the wing. Pass to Suggs. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Memphis trailing here. Bridges outside. To the middle. Hart. Lays it up and banks it in. Hart's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, the paint is where Hart does a lot of damage. He'll finish in there at close range.
And then Henderson with the dunk. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level. And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
inside. The 10-footer. Bridges double team. A second chance effort. And he sinks the layup. Bridges got 8 points.
Well, Bridges is down low, doing a great job of just pounding the defense. Makes the shot.
Here's Bagley. Misses in close. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Trailblazers lead by 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. Trailing by 2. It's Morant with the drive. Pass to Hart. And here's Bogdanovic. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Morant with a wide open look. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Morant's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
And you want to prevent Ja from driving to the rim, but you gotta also contest him at the mid-range and just hope it doesn't go in. And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Well, take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Up top, Bagley. Henderson right side. Pass to Ayton. 5 to shoot. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Bagley. Now here's Morant. Outside Bogdanovic. There's a good screen. Pass to Huff. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Trailblazers?
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
Pocket 6. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Hart. Covington wide open. He fires. And again, Memphis no good. Portland leading. Down low. Here's Williams. And it's Williams throwing it down.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside position, he just goes for the finish.
The Grizzlies call timeout. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Well, during the break, I was able to catch what the Grizzlies coach was talking about with his team. Now, he emphasized it's anybody's game right now. He told his guys to focus on finishing the task at hand and not to get distracted. He's going to go out there and play with authority. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Suggs with the ball. Going inside.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Pass to Edey. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Trailblazers leading by 5. Eibel with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Trailblazers making a switch here. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. To the paint. Here's Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Bridges outside. Pass to Edey. And stolen by Thibault. Here's Suggs. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Here's the screen. Back to Morant. To the inside. Jackson. And it's Portland with the rebound. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Outside for Jackson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Thibault for 3. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. And the Trailblazers lead by 10. Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
High effort play by Morant. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot up.
Every team eventually goes through a coaching change, Brent. How jarring is that when it happens, for instance, in midseason?
Well, Kevin, it can be pretty devastating for some teams, but for other teams, that change could be refreshing. And a lot of times, if the coach has had a longer tenure with the team, you can feel like a fish out of water with a new voice coming in.
The Grizzlies trailed by 8.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can handle the second.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
Pass to Suggs. That one goes careening off the glass. Now Avdia. Now here's Morant. Jackson with the screen. Morant with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Oh!
A huge shot from Morant. Wow. You see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
Here's Suggs. Caldwell Pope outside. Good on the triple.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Thibault for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
For 3, Bridges. And here's Portland. They're on a 16-7 run. Caldwell Pope on the wing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court. Memphis foul.
11 seconds left in the fourth.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Portland, Jalen Suggs.
He hits the first one, and that will push the lead to double digits. Both free throws good from Suggs.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap, and I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
Thibault for three. Can't get it to fall. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. The crowd is assembled here at the FedEx Forum, downtown Memphis, Tennessee, looking for a Grizzlies victory. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. For the Portland Trailblazers, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Rockets in Houston. Back to Avdia. Rebounded by Kamare. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Outside, Avdia. The layup off target. Now Suggs. He seems to always find a way to rack up points, currently averaging 24 points a game. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Pass to Edey. And stolen by Ayton. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Trains the three-pointer. Suggs has got the first 3 points tonight for Portland. And here's Moran. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. It's a three-point game. Shot clock at 5. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Donovan Clingan.
Already an MVP caliber talent, Morant is all about continuing to get better, as well as competing for titles.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Morant with a wide open look. The Grizzlies with another miss. Now, here's Suggs. Grizzlies with the rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Deni Avdija. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Wasted no time on that one. Suggs has got 5.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Jackson. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Ayton. Rebounded by Jackson. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 6. Here's Bridges. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game.
Substitution on the court.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. Bridges misses.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Ayton inside. Out to Henderson. 4 on the shot clock. And it's blocked. They recover it. Pass to Caldwell Pope. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's his first foul. The Trailblazers making a switch here. 1:58 left in the first. To the paint, Jackson. And he converts the layup.
And he is a huge presence inside at both ends. Jackson's a great asset to have in the post.
And here's Morant. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Portland leading by 6. Back in the late 80s and early 90s, Brent, the Blazers had a real chance to win some titles.
Oh, man, they ran into some great teams, too, Kevin. The bad boy Pistons, and then the Bulls, obviously, with Michael Jordan. Winning a title in those days took something special, and the Blazers were right there.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Bridges outside. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Back to Hart. 6 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Blazers ball. Substitution for the Grizzlies.
Here's Suggs. He has 7. There's a screen by Williams. And it's Suggs missing. The Grizzlies trailed by 6. Suggs with the steal. And Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Stevens. Drills it from outside. Suggs with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. 4 seconds left. That one doesn't go. Jalen Suggs has been leading the charge for the Portland Trailblazers. He finishes with 9 points.
The Trailblazers left.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Trailblazers.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
Bridges outside. Lets it go with a 3. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Hart. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Now Henderson. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Good on the bucket.
Oh, good luck against Klingon in close. That's where he makes his money.
Bridges outside. And Hart has it in the corner. Memphis moving that ball around. 5 to shoot. Bridges, no one around him. Off target from three-point range. Portland leading by 9. Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
Lets the 3 fly. Hart, no good. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And it's Klingon with the jam.
And this young man lives on the offensive glass. Tough to stop Klingon when he's that close.
Here's Avdia. They could use a bucket. Goes back up. Here's Huff. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Craig. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Back to McBride. Outside, Avdia. Pass to McBride. Avdia with it. Over Caldwell Pope. Avdia can't hit.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why.
Oh, man, Scoot Henderson, an elite leaper.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Both teams deciding to change it up. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Kennard on the wing. Over in the corner, Avdia. Pass to Jackson. Here's Huff. Morant outside. Just 5 on the clock. Kennard up top. There's Jackson with the 3. Rebound by Williams.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. There's Jackson with the 3. Trailblazers leading by 13. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt, and they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability, and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
And here are the Grizzlies. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Huff. Back to Jackson. Here's Huff. He started by Williams. The fader. A nice shot by Huff. Huff's got his second basket of the night.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Here's Suggs. Outside for Bagley. To the middle. Now, here's Thibault. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. .105 left to play here in the half. Morant with it. Picked up by Suggs. And the wide open shot from Avdia. Misses the 3.
Man, he's just pulled a Harry Houdini in this quarter. He's completely disappeared.
Down low. And finished off by Avdia.
What's amazing about Morant, he racks up steals even though he doesn't naturally gamble a lot.
36 seconds left now here in the second. And that one is good from Suggs.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Pass to Kennard. Morant outside. Over Williams. Williams with the block. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. teams changing it up here. And here's Henderson. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Connects from three-point range. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 14 now for Portland. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Trailblazers out in front. They finish off the second quarter on a 15-6 run. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Shoots from the line. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And the big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off.
And the NBA is truly an international league. I mean, look no further than DeAndre Ayton, hailing from the Bahamas.
Well, you love that him and Buddy Hield carrying the torch for their home country. Ayton is actually the second first overall pick from the Bahamas, the first one being the great Michael Thompson.
Here's Heaney off with the layup.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
How about Ayton going up there and showing off a little bit of his skill with the half turn?
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Pass to Kamare. The three-pointer off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 18. And the dunk by Jackson.
And anytime Jackson gets near the rim, it's pretty much a done deal.
Outside, Bagley. To the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ayton. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here's Morant. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
High effort play by Morant. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot up.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. We've heard players and coaches complain, Brent, that the rules are too skewed in favor of the offense. You think that's true?
Well, Kevin, offense sells, and the fact that we've talked about how the league has increased pace, you don't really even have time to play defense in today's game. The one thing that I do like is that the league has allowed for some variance and some zone defense to start to be employed. So tactically, coaches are trying to throw different strategies out there, but man to man, it's hard.
Jackson with the screen. On the wing, Bridges. Bagley with the block.
And Bagley's defense airtight that time. Nice concentration on D.
And Portland making a change here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Shot clock violation. Trailblazers ball.
And here are the Trailblazers now. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team. Takes it off the glass. And it's 6 points from Scoot Henderson.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
There's the 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Here's Ayton. And there it is for him. Ayton's got 6 in the quarter.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
They get it back. The second chance effort. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Bridges got his first bucket of the night. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pass to Thibault. Jackson with it. Bridges covering. Portland moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Henderson right side. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Henderson's got 8.
Scoot loves to attack in the lane and has the strength and the hops to be successful there.
Stolen by Henderson. And here we go. Fast break. Henderson's got it. And the basket is good. 10 points for him. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Portland.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
And he drives in. And yes, it's good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Hart with it. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Morant. Lets a floater go. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
And the second free throw, good. Portland leading by 22. Here's Wells. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Hart, that's good.
And he can hurt you from there. The D must be up on Hart when he has the ball.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
The Grizzlies at half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And that one's good, Morant.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
Left side Jackson. And a miss there on the triple. Bridges outside. Now Morant. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game. A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Good on the second free throw. And he nails the third. Now, here's Bridges. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And they've created
47.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. The Grizzlies trail by 21. Here's Kennard. Rebounded by Jackson. And Portland with the ball. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Henderson, bounce pass. Feibel for 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
So both teams making some changes here. The 3 from Morant. And Klingon pulls it down.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
To the left side wing. Ayton wide open. Offensive rebound. Klingon's shot is off. Got a piece of it. Suggs with the steal. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Both free throws good from Morant.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than Ja Morant. He explodes off the floor.
And that one's good. Suggs.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And it's Morant missing.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Into the lane.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Here's Avdia. Memphis moving it around. And Hart has it in the corner. And Klingon pulls it down.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Substitution for your Grizzlies.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Here's Suggs. And the layup's good off the glass. Suggs has got 8 here in the quarter.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. But I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
To stop the run, Abdia can't hit.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Memphis with the ball. Abdia on the wing. The Grizzlies with another miss.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Pass to Thibault. Back to Suggs. It's rebounded by Memphis. Suggs with the steal. Now Ayton.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Portland.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jalen Suggs.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Driving inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Chalk up 2 there.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Thibault on the wing. Going inside. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Hart, wide open, he fires. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big